All right, we'll give it about 5 seconds here, and I think we'll be live. I think you're this way. Yep, went in the right direction. And we are live. Hey guys, look who I have. I have Stopher Cavins. Yes, the psychic medium, and I'm so happy that he is here today. And so let me adjust something real quick here. I hear my sound coming in from the speakers in the tower. All right, that is good. Okay, so yes, I have Stopher with me today, and so excited about that, and excited to do questions with him and go over a little itinerary. But first of all, we'll do the hellos, and then we will learn a little bit more about Stopher and his channel. And after that, we will go ahead and do the questions. And the questions, how we're going to do them is regular. If you guys have been on my channel, not until after chat, and then because I will get squirrely like I just did, and we'll go into random order so no one feels like they get skipped, just like normal. And if you want to show some love and support, and please, Stopher, I saw that your channel is already taken care of in there, that they'll probably be posting it all night, and that's perfect. I want you to do that, so the mods will do that for us. And please subscribe to Stopher's channel and hit that like button and the bell notification. Okay, and if you want to do that to mine too, that would be wonderful. And so I think that is no political, legal, health, or third party. And if you could do, when you're asking your questions after we're done with the chat, if you could do like specific questions, that would be great instead of the general, because we like to tap in a little bit more, and Stopher likes to do that as well. So we want to tap into a little bit more, get a little bit more information than just the general. So if you guys would want to do that, that would be awesome. And I think that is it. And let's go ahead and say some hellos and see who is here. All right, I'm going to go to YouTube here. Well, first off is Jackie Jacaranda. Hello, my Jackie. How are you? And Sharon Sipe is here.
Yeah, a lot of the usual suspects. I love it. Hey, Lisa Foster.
A lot of great people here.
Lady Silver 1111.
Yeah, Lady Silver. Hello. Hey, Lisa Rhodes.
Our friend Kevin, the healing medium. Hello.
Oh, is Kevin here? Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
And I will be doing a live with Kevin this coming Saturday, I believe at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. He can put it in there if that's wrong. But got Kevin coming up as well, too. So let's see. Tana is not streaming well today. Okay. All right. Well, hi to you, Tana, if you can hear us. So I know about your internet issues, so not a problem if you want to ask a question. We'll just do as usual and timestamp you. Susie Gemini is here, and Susie has a wonderful channel as well. Lisa Foster, Stopher said, hello.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa, for putting my YouTube channel in there.
Yes, thank you, Lisa.
These mods are so good.
Yeah, I've got awesome mods. So. And Gina M, speaking of awesome mods, there's Gina.
Hey, Gina.
There's Kevin's. Kevin's Loving Vibrations is also here. So we have both Kevins.
Awesome. They come in pairs.
They come in pairs. They do come together a lot. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Wendy is here. And there is Lady Silver 111. Welcome, welcome. What a great crowd. I know it's here to
Hey, Vivian.
Viviani is here.
Viviani.
Yes.
Oh, I said it wrong.
That's okay. She goes by either. So
I've been calling her Vivian for like a year now.
She doesn't care. Yeah. Jane the Seeker is here. Hello. I am so glad you're here. And Jane's going to be on my channel in 2 weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. She's already been here once. Let's see. I'm still scrolling down, scrolling. Noor, hey. Hello, Noor. Welcome, welcome. Tarot Stash is here. Gerald.
Yes, hi, Gerald.
Hey, Gerald. Welcome. Ron, Unconditional Love. Yeah, you're right on pace.
Yeah, they're flowing in. I love it. I love the support.
Yeah, I do too. Ocean Garnett is here. Hello. And if I did miss you guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to everybody. It does keep skipping. Most of you guys know the StreamYard does skip on you. Purple Elephant Deb H is here. Hello. She's packing and lurking. Oh, where are you going to? That's awesome. Hope you have a good vacation if that's where you're going to. And let me see. Might have gone to the bottom here. Yes, looks like we're good. All right, and Tarot Stash is lurking as well. Okay, awesome. I had to approve a comment there. So I think we are good. All right. All right, so first thing I wanted to do is just ask Stopher and let him have the floor for a minute here and tell us, if you want to, what you do and about your channel, and I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, of course I want to. That's why I'm here.
Yay!
I like to communicate. I like to connect. Yeah, so I keep it pretty simple with my title. I'm a psychic medium, so that's what I do. I do psychic work and I do mediumship. This is like I've been on this journey probably a year and a half only. Maybe we're coming up on 2 years, and it's been really great because and I've said this on many a podcast and many a lives, it's changed my life. Like it has literally opened up, my connection to the world and to people, and just made me in general a better human. So that's why one of the reasons I love doing what I do. And then the second is, helping people, of course, and connecting with people, and just connecting with that bigger picture, with spirit and the world and the universe and all that good stuff. Yeah, so I do, I have a private practice where it sounds like I'm a doctor. I have a private, reading practice, where people can book me for private sessions. I also do parties and events and local to, Southern California where I, read cards and stuff. And then I do pet healing as well. Trying to think of all the stuff I offer. But yeah, it's been good. And then of course the lives, and then with the YouTube channel, I don't do as much as I'd like to in theory, but I do hop on the lives, and occasionally I put some pre-recorded content when I have time. All this amidst having a full-time job.
Wow, yeah, I know how
and being
is.
A dog dad, so it's a lot.
How many dogs you got?
I have 2 English bulldogs. Only one lives with me, just because I have kind of a smaller apartment here in Los Angeles area.
Right.
The other one lives with my mother-in-law and my in-laws, which is about like an hour and a half drive. So I do see her as well. It's just too much to have 2 rambunctious bulldogs in one smaller apartment. So
yeah, I can imagine.
But she's got a good life out there, and like I say, I still get to see her and send the groomer every couple of weeks to have her bathed.
There you go. Awesome. So we had a couple more people drop in here. We got Michelle Peterson is here. Hello. She's always screams hello to me, so I have to do it back. Michelle. Okay.
Right.
Got that. And Jackie Evelyn is here. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
And I saw Teresa, the Hugger Greeter, is here. So welcome. And I did give both Cavins wrenches, so you guys are blue now. Okay, so I saw that request in there. So there we go. So yeah, Stopher, I didn't mean to interrupt you. If you had anything else you wanted to say before we begin?
I think that's it. I will say I'm in a good mood because the Vikings pulled one out today. So I wanted to represent with the jersey.
And everybody knows who I root for, and they probably lost again.
They got the day off, right?
They got the day off, yeah.
So you can't lose this week.
Oh, do they have a bye today?
I think they had a bye, right? Am I losing it?
I don't know, because I was waiting for them to have a bye because it's very late this year. So it probably was this week. But
I didn't see them playing.
Yeah, they would have lost anyway. It's okay.
That's what I'm saying. They cannot lose this week.
Right. We're going for a very high draft pick. But yeah, that's the football talk.
Silver lining.
Hey, Jennifer Lee, how are you? Welcome. I don't recognize you, so maybe that's one of Stopher's followers there. But welcome. Glad to see you here. And yeah, if you guys I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
I was just going to say hi to everyone, and thank you, Jackie. So I think someone asked if I do evidential mediumship. Yes.
Yes. Jane asked. It looks like,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. All right. What is that? Let me ask you that, because I'm still new to all this stuff. What is that?
Yeah. So I'm horrible with like the terms and the rules. I just kind of go with what I believe it is.
Right.
So if someone has a different idea of what it is, I'm sorry, but it's really just when I do readings, just bringing through the evidence of the spirit communicator. So we're bringing through factual information that can be verified, and then of course, for me, the most important part is always the messages and kind of the emotional and the healing aspect of it. But you definitely, to make the reading as impactful as possible, bringing through that evidence to let your sitter know that you indeed have their person with you. So that's what it is for me, is kind of having those facts.
Right.
And I don't think all readers concentrate on that, which is just different from what I do.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thanks for answering that, because I wasn't sure what that was. So, let's see. All right. So we could go ahead and take questions if you guys are ready, and if you're ready, Stopher.
Yeah, born ready.
All right. So as you guys know, we went over, the types of questions. If you are just popping in, it's in the description, as well as Stopher's channel, so you can't miss it. So it's down there for you to subscribe and like as well underneath the description.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Okay, yes, Jackie just put on there, please type the questions in caps if you can, because I will miss it if not, and not be able to star you because I will be blind. And let's see, and emojis if you can as well too, so you get my attention. And I will turn this over to where we can start starring. All right. So we're just hanging out. See, there we go. Susie. Chat is jumping. Susie, I got you. You are starred. Jennifer Lee, I got you. You are starred. Lisa Foster, yes, I gotcha. Misty, hey, how are you? Misty Day is here. She's one of my friends from down the street, actually. So she's not just my internet buddy. I actually know her in person.
I have a sister named Misty. I was like, is that my sister?
Oh, do you? Her last name.
She jumps on.
Yeah. All right.
I was supposed to be named Misty if I was a girl.
Were you? All right. I was supposed to be Sherry. There's a Sherry
Love it.
Right now. Sherry Lynn. I'm like, could you go a little more original? But that's okay. I like.
Thank you, Gina.
Noor, I got you. And I got Viviani. I got you as well. I love you too, Misty. All right. General love reading for Jennifer Lee. Okay, I'll start that again. And maybe Stopher can help me remember that one. Viviani, I got yours. I think you put it in there twice. It's okay. I got you. And I'm making sure, I think people were putting in questions twice. Let me make sure I didn't get Lisa Rhodes here. Lisa Rhodes, I got you. All right, and Tana, I got you. Tana is here. Good. Yes, and Lisa Foster did get you wrenched, Kevin. All right. Natalie's here. Hey, Natalie. Welcome. And that is what I have for right now. So, you changed the wording of the question, Viviani? Okay, I'll star that then. We'll go to the second one. Let me see how many I got. I got 9 here. Just go back to make sure I don't miss anybody. All right, we'll stick with these 9 for now and start. And if you do have a question, just make sure you put it in there with those caps so I can see it as we're going through here. So we'll start with the questions.
Hi, Teresa. I don't know if I said hi to Teresa.
Teresa, K-Tech.
K-Tech.
Yes, hugger, greeter. Teresa. She had a couple other names there before.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right, so Susie Gemini, what is a message from Spirit? Is that a little too general? Do we want to ask a little bit more?
No, we can do that. What is a message for her from Spirit? Got it.
Right. I'll let you go first, Stopher. That's okay.
All right. Let me see what I got for Susie. Okay, so first thing that comes in, Susie, is, and it's kind of like tough love here, like calm down. Okay, so I immediately get that I feel like there's some high stressors going on right now and some like unnecessary worry. I guess there is. I feel like I'm over here with like a younger male. I don't know if this would be a son for you or somebody that you're kind of in a position of responsibility for or feel like you are. There's some worry there happening. And I feel like I keep hearing like unnecessary worry, or you're kind of heightening the worry and the stress on it. So the message from Spirit here coming for me is, we got you. Things are going to play out the way they're supposed to, and things are going to be okay. I think what they're telling me is you're kind of going up here with the level of, almost like thinking of the worst outcomes. So it's just, to kind of calm yourself. Don't let the situation stress you too much, whatever it is you're dealing with. And then just follow the breadcrumbs and things are going to play out well. I feel like the outcome is much, much more favorable than you're kind of letting yourself go to.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to follow right along. When you said calm down, I immediately pulled the first card, and it was the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot that has been going on with you, Susie, and knowing you and knowing, the things that have been a little bit rocky for you lately. I know that this looks like it's going to be, a painful, but this is showing me in this card. If you look right here, you can see that the energy is shifting, and that is already shifting to have those swords not be a part of you any longer. What does the 10 do? The 10 of Swords wraps around to the Ace of Swords. So you're going towards the clear, and that just comes in specifically with the King of Wands. Okay, so being creative, taking control right over the situation in general, taking control over it. And again, like Stopher said, just being your creative self. Susie has a great channel. She does astrology. And I can see you focusing on this, Susie. And I think your message from Spirit might be to just don't stress, don't worry. And instead, live for, what your passion is. What is your life purpose? And just kind of like this person, just go for it, right? And the only thing I would say is watch yourself for burnout, because the Knight of Wands sometimes can mean that as well. It can be burnout. So, and be a little cautious as you go, of course, but don't worry. So there's a big difference in being cautious and worrying. So you know what that is. So that's what I got for you, Susie.
I love that. Yeah. And she's, I saw her, Susie, in the comments. Thank you. She's saying that she has been having a lot of anxiety, some tough days. And it's interesting. I just want a quick share, when I'm in readings and messages come through about somebody dealing with a lot of stuff or things not going their way, it always comes up information or messages about things that they connect to spiritually and focusing and having those as an outlet. So I love that you had that last card of the siren jumping into the water. and really focusing on that stuff that connects with you for life purpose and like just spiritual and all that good juju, because that will, for what I'm learning from the message I get, that is going to help you kind of have the other things fall into place a little more, naturally, when you're connecting and putting all your energy or a lot of your energy into those kind of outlets.
Right.
So it makes sense, and it sounds like it makes sense to Susie as well.
Right, absolutely. So Lady Silver's asking to put Susie's link in there. I'm sure Jackie's on that, and the other mods as well. So we appreciate you guys. So I just want to make sure I haven't missed any questions while we were talking here. So good to go.
You're welcome, Susie.
Oh, yes, you're welcome, Susie. Lady Silver says she's got to go watch the replay. Thanks for coming and stopping in. Okay, so we have Jennifer Lee. General love reading, please. Okay, so you do a love reading?
I'm going to pull a couple cards for this one. Did you want to take the first stab at it, Scott?
Sure. Give me 1 second here, unless you're ready to go.
I've already got my messages coming in. Pulled a couple cards, and they do line up with kind of what I had. We got the chopped wood, and then we also have, I pulled from a different deck, Beneath the Surface. Not sure if you're in a relationship. I really couldn't get a beat on that. I do feel like there might be someone that does feel a bit off to the side, which means there might be a current relationship that maybe isn't fully formed or fully connected right now. But I do feel like there's some work to do with love, getting it to where you want it to be, whether it's a current relationship or a new relationship. I feel like there's still some work to be done, and some things that kind of haven't reared their head yet, that still need to be kind of dealt with. If there is somebody in the picture, I feel like there is some baggage or things that they have maybe kept from you. It doesn't feel like it's full on deceit. It just feels like it's maybe some information that they're kind of holding back that would be nice for you to know. So I would say, be patient with that, and I don't want to say keep guards up, but I would say have some healthy boundaries and continue the communication, because I think there's some more things to know about that person, and even going forward, I just feel like it's going to be important for you to know a lot of things about your partner, because of maybe some triggers or some things that you have in your own life that are important for you to have things lined up a certain way. So, for example, a person having certain specific baggage may not work with you and where you've come from. So it's going to be really important to know about these kind of things in a person's life, or what they come with.
All right, sounds good. And I just saw where she typed in here there that she is single, so that goes right along with what you're saying there. So what I drew for you, Jennifer, is the Magician, and what I'm thinking, I do agree with what Stopher is saying completely by the cards that I'm pulling, because the Magician you can manifest, right? So manifest the kind of person that you need, that you want. Write down your order. There's nothing wrong with doing that, and just remember this: sometimes it's okay to be single. And I've been single for I don't even know how long, over 10 years. And, that's okay, because I'm happy and single. And I'm hearing that it needs to be you as well. You need to be happy as you're single. And then when you get into a relationship, once you have loved yourself to the point that you know yourself inside and out, that's when you're going to be able to give that love to that other person. Okay, and then you have the Fool. So just make sure you watch where you're jumping, but you want to keep going. You can see you're skipping rocks here. And just make sure that you're keeping your head on straight, I want to say, and don't don't just go for any specific person. And like we were saying earlier, you want to just be very cautious, because you got the Nine of Swords. He's always going very fast. So don't go fast. Instead, slow down, be methodical, and just make sure that the next person that you have feelings for is someone that you want to have. Take your time. Take your time with it in developing what it is you may or may not want, but have your list ready of the things that you want in the person that is there. And for me, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I think that there is a soulmate out there for everybody, and I think there's actually several out there for everybody. So just keep that in mind, and manifest. I'm hearing manifest a lot, what you want, and write that order down.
Yeah, I definitely get that message about taking things slow. I think particularly slow. Jennifer, do you have children? Because I don't feel like they're young, but I feel like you might have some children, maybe adult children or teenage children. But I feel like it might be important at some point, if there is somebody that comes in, to almost like run it by them as well, like have them included, because I think that's important. I'm just really getting a strong sense that you kind of want like a total kind of vetting of a person that's coming into your life, and I think that has a lot to do with things that have happened in the past that haven't gone so well. So yeah, just really kind of don't be afraid to take your time, and if there is a person, put them through it a little bit, put them through the gauntlet of vetting. So I think it's just going to be really important that you have the right person that has the right kind of or that doesn't have the the wrong kind of baggage, that doesn't line up with what's going on with you.
Okay, she said she does not have
children.
Right.
And this could be friends and family as well. So I would say just listen to your support group as well. If a new person does come into your life, they're there for that. They'll give you their opinion. I'm quite certain of it.
All right, thank you. Great message. Okay, so the next one we got here is Lisa Foster. My cat moves fast. Okay.
All right, I'm sorry for your loss, Lisa.
Yeah, definitely sorry for your loss. Last March 21. So I've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so I really believe that, Herbie does not want you to be sad. This is a sad, lady. She's looking down, but she's not looking all the way up. And I think in this situation, you may still be very sad with it, but just keep going, because he wants you to know that he's happy. And I got the Talking to Heaven cards here. I have a new understanding. He's already transformed, and I believe that he's there with you as well through the transformation. So, and he wants you to know you're never alone. Okay, so just take that in for a minute. You're never alone. I believe that he's one of your guardians. I really do. Just what is coming to me. He wants you to know that he's your guardian, and that he'll always be there with you. And not to be sad because his passing, or the way that he passed might have been not a very pleasant way. I could be wrong with that, but that's what I think I'm getting. And he doesn't want you to be sad about that at all, because he's healed and he has a new understanding and no more pain, right? So that's what I got for you.
Yeah, I think those are beautiful messages, Scott.
Thank you.
Interesting. Interestingly enough, I pulled a card that has a cat on it, with the exchanging gifts. So this is very clear to me. When I get this message from your baby, he's saying that he's still with you, and I feel like he wants to give back, because you did take such great care. He says good friend. So I do think you guys were good friends, and I think he really wants you to know that he appreciates everything you did for him. When it comes to the passing, interesting. I see that you say you didn't know. he's given me. I feel like I'm going throat to stomach here. So I feel like there was some kind of digestive situation that happened, or that led to something else. I don't know. I just feel like it maybe starts with the digestion or something in the throat to the stomach. Um, she says yes, stomach.
Yeah.
And if there's any, okay, he's telling me if there's any guilt attached to this, I feel like there is that you could have done something. He's saying forget about it. There's nothing you could have done. It was almost just like an event that happened. That was I'm getting like undetectable. So if there's any guilt, you can let go of that because he's really just coming forward saying I'm still in your life. I'm still giving back to you because things were so good with us. You were my friend, is what he says.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, sir. Get this off here.
Yeah, I know, Lisa. It's tough. I've lost a few dogs in the past 4 or 5 years. It's heartbreaking to say the least.
Yeah, and I have 2 cats, and I had 2 cats in Florida who passed away suddenly, both at the same time. So I understand completely. And they do become your family, don't they? A lot of people think, well, let's see. Question. Okay, Viviani, do me a favor. Sorry, I scrolled out there for a minute. Viviani, can you rephrase your question so I can start it because I didn't get the second part. Okay, but yeah, just what Stopher was saying is I do not think that he wants you to be sad at all in the least, and just make sure that you know that his spirit is there with you. Okay, and I believe that you can talk to him. I believe that you can connect with him with cards, with tarot cards, with oracle cards. I believe that he's open to that and open to giving you messages. Okay. All right, so that's what I got there. And Viviani, I'll wait until you rephrase this, and we'll get you here in just a moment. And let's see what is next. 2, 3, 4.
Lisa, can I ask you real quick? I'm sorry to hold this up, but
Oh no.
I don't know if you put up a Christmas tree or Christmas decoration. I'm being drawn to the Christmas tree, and this is in connection with your baby, with Herbie, I think you said his name was. Do you have an ornament that either is like for him or that he used to play with? He's bringing me to an ornament or something like hanging from the tree. So let me know if you have. I don't know if you have his picture in an ornament or something that to remember him by, but he's letting me know about it.
Awesome. And Garnett, I have your question. Thank you for putting that in there. And Viviani, thank you for rephrasing here and putting that in. I appreciate it. And let's go ahead and go to Viviani.
This will be working with jewelry and or art in the near future. Did you want me to go first?
Okay. I was about to say that. Yeah.
Just make sure we're not stepping over each other here.
You're perfect.
Nice. All right. So, Viviani, the answer is yes. So the short answer is yes. And I'm almost hearing like start doing it already. I feel like there's been some stop and go or some kind of planning, making sure everything's right, making sure you have all the equipment or all the knowledge. I do feel like there is perhaps continued learning about what you're doing. And I think it's going to, and I think that's important because it's coming up front here for me, but I think it's going to take a little bit of a different path than maybe it's going to evolve. So you'll start here, and then it's really going to evolve pretty quickly. And I feel like I'm working with ceramics. So I don't know if you work with glass or ceramics, or if there is and I feel like that maybe is something that might not be on your radar yet, but I do feel like there's going to be an element of that's kind of interesting that's going to evolve to. So the answer is yes, continue to learn, but also don't wait. Even if you have limited resources or limited knowledge, I say start doing what you can, because it's going to evolve pretty quickly. So get on the track, start the race.
All right.
What do you have there, Scott?
Okay, well, I just wanted to say we had a couple questions come in. Natalie, I got your question, so I have that starred. And there was one, Jackie, I see where you asked if I got Gina's question. I did not. So if Gina can repost that for us, I would appreciate that and be able to get to her, okay? All right, so what I got for you, Viviani, is the 9 of Swords, first of all. So this is in the past position. So I think that, because you've got a lot of things that might be, scary in the past that you've tried to do, that you need to let go of that. Let go of that and know that, see the giant bear behind her? So it's almost like this bear is guiding her. And I think this is you, guiding you for your courage to step into something new. And I think, as Stopher does, that this is a yes. I believe it's a hell yes. And look here, you got the 7 of Cups. This is all about choices. But look, there's a golden choice up there. You don't see this in regular 7 of Cups cards. But guess what? It's here for you, Viviani, because that golden cup is already lit up. It is what you just asked about. So it is coming in your future. And then once you get started, just as we said before, there may be a little bit of growing time coming, right? Because you got the 7 of Pentacles, so you got that patience, having patience with things, and with the starting out of it, you may have patience, but I do think you've been planning it for the longest time, and you need to. This is in the present situation, or present, what's the word I'm looking for? Position, thank you. And this is in the present position, so you need to just make sure that you're going for it. I think you should start it immediately. So that's what I think we both got, right? So
I love it.
There we go. All right, let me get a little sip here. We had a little thing on my channel, it started from Deanne. I don't know if you know her from Blue Crescent Tarot. Someone says sip, you got to take a sip. So
I have to drink a lot of water. Like even now, my lips feel extremely dry. I don't know if it's when I read specifically or just when I'm talking a lot. If I don't have water, and I'll choke on absolutely nothing, and then that's embarrassing. So,
right. Yeah, I've done that before, many times too during lives. So let me see here if I can get Gina's question.
And thank you for the question, Viviani.
Yes, thank you, Viviani. I hope that resonated with you. Pepper Jackie, welcome. And I got your question. Thank you. And let me see.
How good is that name? Pepper Jackie? I love
yeah, Pepper Jackie's awesome. Gina, I'm still looking for yours here. Ginger Faye is here. Fashionably late. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Kiba is here. Hey, Kiba. Okay, still looking for Gina's question. I think we got it right down here. Nope. I don't know if I looked over at Gina again or if you haven't typed it in yet. I'll try one more time to get you on the list because I don't want to miss you here. Am I able to add Ginger? Yeah, sure. Is that okay with you if we add one, Stopher?
I'm sorry, I was add as many as you need. I was distracted by Kevin the Healing Medium's comment. Santa, please bring Stophy chapstick. Thank you. I just bought some. It's very necessary.
These are chapstick. That's a good idea, actually.
All right, we're good.
There we go. Thank you, Gina. So I got you, and Jackie's hollering at me. I got you. And let's see, last one here. I feel like I missed somebody. Somebody was asking if they could. Oh, Ginger wanted to ask a question. All right, Ginger, just waiting for your question. Go ahead and put it in there for me so I can put it over here because I'll scroll out and forget you. Give it just a moment here. Give us a minute to stretch and breathe and all that good stuff. We'll get to our next question. I'll just keep an eye out here for it. So let's go to Newark first, please. Next, I should say. Just study further or opt for a job.
Okay, immediately, Newer, I'm getting the completion and reward achievement. And then I'm getting the letting go of urgency. Okay, so what I'm hearing is finish the goal, finish the goal. So I would say whatever you started with the goal or kind of the bar that you set, if it was education, I feel like it is education, continue with it. So and I feel like it's going towards like a certification or a diploma or something. I feel like I need something in my hand. So this would be something tangible, like a completion, something that shows that you completed. So I say keep going for that. If possible, if the resources are there to do that. And then everything else will follow as it should. And then I believe that what I'm getting is there will be additional breadcrumbs for you to follow. But I believe if the goal was education, feels to me like it was, that's where you should really focus and get that completion. And there will be a reward with either further education possibilities or the job and the career field that you're looking for. Is that kind of what you're getting, Scott, or is it like a different direction?
No, it's actually the same direction here. Just want to say hi to Heather, Silver Star Priestess. Welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. And give me 1 second here. Ginger, I got your question. All right, thank you. And let me put the other one back up just so I have it here. So yes, same type thing. Finish the goal. This is the 7 of Wands, so this is like the badass card. You know, after the victory comes the having to defend. So if there's something that's coming up for your job or for a new job, I would say you would need to go for it, but fight for it if you need to. Like the squeaky wheel gets the greasy wheel? The greasy wheel. No, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. There we go.
The greasy wheel. I love it.
The greasy wheel. I'm backwards. Okay. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. So just keep going after what you want to go for. Right. And then I got the lovers. So this threw me off a bit. That's why I was kind of looking down here going to lovers. So I think this is you, and this is actually you learning to love yourself. If you learn to love yourself and you learn to do the self-work, the shadow work, then things will become clear for you as to which direction that you need to take. So I think that's what they're saying, and there's a change. So whatever you're doing right now, I think there is a change coming, and a new job or a new study will pop up for you automatically. You don't even have to necessarily search for it. Just keep going once you find it. Okay, keep going, and then take care of yourself. Nurture yourself, and make sure that you're doing the self-love that is needed in your life. Okay, so that's what I got for you more.
I love that.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Thank you for the question.
Yes, thank you.
Who's next?
Just a minute here. Stopher's like ready.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, Scott, this is really fun, and I appreciate you inviting me on your channel. This is really fun.
I enjoy having you here. So
thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and pick another one here, and we'll hold the questions for now because I got 10 more, so we want to make sure we get everybody. We'll see. I did get Jennifer's already. Lisa Rhodes wants to know how to prepare for a scary week. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Lisa, I would say that there's nothing to be scared of at all. That's just an illusion coming in, because you've got the Ace of Wands. This is a brand new opportunity. This is a brand new vision for you that's coming in this week. Clarity, passion, creativity. What do you love to do? Do it. And then the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands has that magnificent, beautiful energy about her. And I think this is you. This is you, and you need to just embody the characteristics of the Queen of Wands. And she's definitely in control. She walks in the room and everybody sees her. I'm not saying that in a vain way, but I'm saying you go in and you're confident, you know who you are. And that's what I think the message from Spirit is from this end. Because you also got another ace, the Ace of Swords. So you've got clarity again coming in. So a brand new opportunity again coming in for you. So I think that how to prepare for the scary week is not think of it as a scary week. Think of it as an opportunity. You've got so many opportunities that are coming out. You know, there's the thing that just came into my mind here that I'm hearing, and my sister told me this about a year ago, and it stuck in my head. And she said, you know, I love the Kelly Clarkson show. You know what she says at the end of every one of her shows? I said, no, I've never seen it, but I love Kelly Clarkson. And she said, well, at the end, she always says, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you're not, change it. We have that choice to change it. So don't look at it as a scary situation. Look at it as an opportunity. And that way it will be an opportunity, and you'll learn to, learn so many lessons through that in a positive way instead of thinking of it as scary. So that's what I got for you, Lisa. Go ahead, Stopher.
Yeah, cool reading, Scott. I was actually taking some of that for myself, so thank you for sharing that.
Awesome.
And just a reminder to everybody, even if you're not the one being read, listen up, because you might hear something that's really, I feel like I'm even getting emotional right now. Like, you might hear something that really like kind of connects with you. So
yeah,
thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let me collect myself. Lisa, are you expecting bad news, or so? I feel like you're expecting something to go wrong, or bad news. The card I did pull is the sensitivity and strength. I do feel a little bit of a duality with what you might learn or encounter this week. It is, and I know it's kind of cliche to say, like, get the strength from within, but I really do believe that you need to know that you have the strength to deal with whatever's coming your way. There might be some news that's, I don't want to say bad news, but I feel like there might be some challenges. There will be some challenges and maybe some challenging information. But I also feel like there's a lot of like silver linings and positive ways to look at it, and opportunities, like Scott said, coming your way. So yeah, so be, the strength and the sensitivity is that kind of duality I'm getting. So be strong, but also listen to what the universe is telling you, because I think there's a lot of opportunity kind of laced in and kind of built into what's going to transpire, and will even give you more strength. So it doesn't feel like a full-on storm. It feels like a little bit of wind. So really, I think you have everything you need within.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sophie.
You're welcome.
Lisa, I hope that resonated with you. Thank you so much for your question.
And thank you, everyone. Such great comments about our collaboration, Scott.
I
Everybody's
saw
love
that.
it.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
looking at that. Yeah, thank you
Who knew?
guys. You're awesome. Yeah. Heather, can we, you okay for one more? Looks like we have 8. Can we add one more? Are you good with that, Stopher?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Heather Star Silver Star. I'll get it right in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and add you here. Let me find your question. I know you just asked it. If I can find it here, give me just a moment. Might have to do a repeat because I'm not seeing it. Heather. Heather, can you retype that and I'll go ahead and get you started, okay? All right. We'll wait for that and we'll go ahead to Tana. All right. Can I get a message from my mom? Stover, you ready for that one?
Yeah, give me just a moment. I got some information coming in for Mom.
Take your time. Take your time.
Okay. Donna, thank you for the question. Would you understand with Mom? Is there a C or a K name related with Mom? I feel like I'm drawn to my own mother's name, which is a Kathy, but she uses a C. She also wants to say, hold on. And I feel like, and can you understand this, Tana? I feel like, as Mom been gone a while, I feel like it's been a while. Okay, so she is a C. And she wants to say I almost feel like she's with you more now than she ever was, because she's saying like her passing almost was like unlocked some additional treasure for you. And I feel like if you don't feel her around you, she's definitely like saying that you feel her around you and the relationship is still strong. So just know that she is around you and the things you are feeling are definitely her. She's giving me butterflies as a connection as well. And also I'm being drawn to my shoulder blade. I don't know if I don't know if you have a tattoo or somebody has a tattoo for her. I feel like, or there's something connection with the upper back with the shoulder. Um, and she also wants you not, it's almost like you're kind of beating yourself up, or there's something like you're trying to follow in her footsteps on something or do something that she did. I don't know if this is like almost perfecting like maybe a food she cooked or something, but I feel like there's something that she's like, it might not be that, but it's something like where you're trying to follow in her footsteps, and she's saying, don't beat yourself up, do it your way, do it your way. So she just wants you to continue on your path. And then she just, really keeps telling me that you guys still have that really good connection. She's been with you this whole time. And all these signs you're seeing, definitely her. When you feel her, she's saying that's me. Don't second guess it.
Awesome. It's beautiful. And the shoulder goes perfect. Look here. The Queen of Cups is the first card you got. You can see her shoulder right there. So I agree. There's something with the shoulder going on. I believe she wants you to know that she's right there beside you, shoulder to shoulder. This is the empathic card, right? So this is the empath. So you can feel her. If you just allow yourself to, Tana, you can feel her presence right around you. I can feel it right now. Stopher could as well. Very, very loving soul. She wants you to know that she wish. All right, because I'm getting a little okay. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. So we got that, and then I am not dead. So she wants you to know very much that she's there with you, that she's watching out over you. Tana, my mom passed in January, and I had to, call her in today, and I feel her presence right now, and I feel her presence telling me Tana's mom is right here beside me. Okay, so she's right here beside me. We're shoulder to shoulder, and then the violet flame. You got the secret language of color. I wasn't even going for this deck, and the card, just as I was taking to heaven, or talking to heaven cards, this one started coming out. I'm like, okay, I'm going to grab it. You got the violet flame. So your connection to source is your connection to your mother. Okay, and the violet flame comes from the crown chakra, right? So you can call in the angel Zedekiel with a Z, because Zedekiel is the watcher of the violet flame, right? He carries the violet flame. So if you want to call that in, maybe some purple stones would help you with that. I'm not great with the stones and the crystals. I'm hearing labradorite, but I don't even know if that's the right color. But that's what I'm hearing. So get some crystals, things that would remind you of her. What is her favorite color? And grasp hold of that in your left hand, because that's your receiving hand, right? That's the hand where you receive. You were going to receive a message from her by having some type of crystal in your hand, in your left hand. And that's if you're right-handed. So it's always the other hand. And so that's how you're going to get your messages, and she's right there beside you. And so that's what I got.
So good. Yeah, 100% when you said, like, when you had the card that said, you know, I'm still alive. That is 100% what she wanted me to know, and wanted you, more importantly, wanted you to know, Tana, that she's, you know, it's like she's still there with you. You know, I know the physical body is not, but she's definitely, that was the message that came forward.
And Jackie said amethyst. So it looks like amethyst is that the purple color that you could go to for the crystals. So Tana, I hope that resonated with you. And you might not see her reply because she comes in and out because her internet is kind of spotty like mine.
Okay.
So. All right. So I think this might be just one for you, Stopher.
Okay.
This is
psychic coming through for me. And don't like to call upon their transition. So if any message from spirit would be nice, look forward. Okay.
There was a couple other comments here too, if you want me to try to find those from Garnet.
So I got a lot of stuff coming through, so I'm going to just write it down so I can kind of read through it. Okay. Garnet. I'm not. I'll say Garnet. Anyway, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I don't know if this is connected to your partner, but what I'm really being drawn to is I almost get like, just know that there was a foundation laid. Like I say, I don't know if this is connected to Amanda and your relationship with her, but I'm getting like there was a foundation laid, and you've got the base level to start. I feel like a lot of things. I feel like this is with the career moving forward. With I don't know if you're, you know, when I say family planning, it's not always like having children. It could be like, you know, adding friends, family, you know, in a lot of different ways. So don't take this as just necessarily like having babies, pets, whatever it is. But I feel like there's just like a level that you need to realize you have like this great foundation, and you can build upon that. And also don't, you know, there might have been like, you might have lost some joy, because I'm hearing like keep the joy, or let yourself feel joy. So continue with that. And I feel like you've got a lot of people on the other side that are like cheering you on for this, and really want you to be happy and just like silly and joyful, and just find these little joyous moments in life. Do you have like an affinity for cars, or do you do something in business with cars? Because I'm hearing about the cars. I don't know if this is like a passion, but I feel like there might be some opportunities with that, whether it's a passion project or something you do in business. Um, and also just to know the rough days are behind you. They said that the tough times are over. Allow yourself to see like the clouds parting, because I think that's where things are headed. I think you went through. They're giving me that there's been some tough times, and just know that you've kind of climbed the mountain and really to enjoy the ride down.
Awesome. Beautiful message. And I just have one thing. I know that was for Stopher, but I had one thing that he said that resonated with me to maybe add to this, and that is it could be, he was saying the cars, and immediately I went to the 80s band. Is there a song that is special between you two that could be, or special to you from the Cars? I don't know, but that's what came through my head. So I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what I heard. So maybe it's just that I love the Cars. So.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. My awareness doesn't always go there, so thank you for sharing that. Yeah. So with Garnett, so she suffered a lot from illness in the end. Yeah, I believe some of these messages are coming from your partner, and really they just want you to be so happy and just let yourself feel joy again, and allow yourself to laugh and smile and be silly, because they're in a much better place. They're not feeling pain, so they want you to really just continue on and just for your spirit to really just lift up.
Right, and again, I hope you don't mind me adding. There was another thing here that I just saw in chat that I wanted to bring up. I don't see it right now, but Susie Gemini said, "Is it Drive?" And Drive is a gorgeous song that has a lot of what Stopher's talking about in it, actually. And it could be that song that is a message to you. So check out Drive by the Cars. And sorry to jump in on your question there.
No, yeah, that's a good ad.
All right, so let's go ahead and go to Miss Natalie. All right, Natalie. Any info on my love life? Natalie, I'm pretty sure you're here, but can you let us know you are here? She would want me to be happy for sure, Garnett says. All right, awesome.
Natalie is here. Thank you, Natalie.
Yes, thank you, Natalie. All right. Okay, so I got the 10 of Cups for you. So I think there's some new love coming in for you, possibly. Also, this person could be in your circle of friends or family, or, well, maybe not your family. Maybe not your blood-related family anyway, but could be in your circle of friends on here. I'm not sure, but I do see a love relationship coming through. That could be as a friend. That could be as a mentor. But I do see some love coming in for you. And then you got the Queen of Swords. And this is a very, very confident woman who has just been through a lot of things. The Swords is the nastiest kind of suit, isn't it? and there's good to every card, but you've got to cross over from the point of seeing the kind of the negative in the situation, and this lady has done it, and she's successful. This is you moving on, taking care of yourself, because again, once you do that and you take care of yourself and you prepare yourself for love, there's a great oracle card that I have in the Whispers of Love, and it says, act as if your partner is already here. So that's what I'm hearing. Act as if they're already here. Take care of yourself, right? And don't feel like that you've got a lot going on and that you're not deserving of this, because you are deserving. You are deserving of a new kind of love is what I'm hearing. So if there's a relationship, I'm not sure. Me and Natalie had a session about a week ago, and if you want to go deeper into what I got, Natalie, we can always do that. But I would say that there's something new coming in that maybe it might not be at the right timing, but I definitely see something new coming in. That's what I have here. And then I pulled you a fairy dust card. I know you love these too. It says support. There is always help around when you ask. It can be found. So I think you need to hold on to your loved ones right now and ask, for help if you need help. I know you asked about love, but if you need some advice or, what they think of the situation, what do your parents or your uncles or your aunts, what do they feel is good for you? Get that loving support from them that you can take into the next era of your life, which I'm just going to say it, I believe is new love. And that could be something coming back where you had love before with this person and it's gone away and it's coming back. All right, but I definitely think there's new love on the horizon for you. That's what I got. All right, Stopher.
Yeah, awesome. And those fairy dust cards are cool. I'm gonna have to get information about those. How many are in the deck?
40. It's also
this
very cheap on Amazon as well. Mm-hmm. Amazon deck.
Have to add that to the old collection.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same area here, Natalie. So I did pull a couple cards, just confirming what I'm already feeling. So I've got the confusion, and I'll tell you what I kind of feel with that, and then also divine presence, and this at the bottom, it kind of connected with me, the force of love and creation. So I do feel like I want to get like almost like 8 months ago. I mean, maybe earlier this year. Can you understand leaving a relationship or something not quite working out? But I do feel like there was kind of the last relationship feels like it didn't really go too well, and there were some. I'll just leave it at that. It feels like on the other person's end there was some major disappointment. I feel like you don't have a small amount of options here. I feel like there are a lot of different things coming your way when it comes to like dating and opportunity for this. So that's where the confusion card and a lot of different ways to go kind of comes in. It is going to be important to be patient. I believe with the other card, the divine presence, there are some folks on the other side that are kind of working in your favor here to bring you the right person because of all the stuff that's happened in the past. Really, once again, I said this earlier with the love reading, is vet out and take your time with the people that are kind of being presented to you, because I don't think you have a small amount of options. I think there are several people coming your way. I do think it will happen sooner than later. I think the new year really kind of, the energy kind of burst up for you in the love department. But it's really going to be kind of seeing which person coming your way that may already be in your orbit really kind of fits into everything that you need and want in a partner. So I'll just leave you with that. But it's coming. Be patient. And you get some folks on the other side that are working with you on that to kind of make this all line up properly.
Awesome.
Thank you for the question. Ginger Faye Tarot asks,
yes, I was about to put that up.
I'll show you the box. So I'm using two. So I'm the Wisdom of the Oracle, which is kind of I always say my meat and potatoes deck. Just kind of a straightforward deck it was my first deck ever, and I use this a lot at like when I do events and stuff. And then the other one is the Energy. This is probably the one you were asking about, Energy and Spirit Oracle, and it's Sandra Ann Taylor. Cool.
All right, thank you for that. Appreciate it. All right, just a second here, and let's put Pepper Jackie's on here. Why does the psychology department in my college have it in for me? They are so toxic. All right. So I did go ahead and pull for you, Pepper Jackie, and I got a pretty clear message. I got the Eight of Cups. This is the walking away from something that no longer resonates. Now, I don't think it's the typical Eight of Cups card that usually means walking away and quitting, like your job or going away. I don't think that's it at all. I think it's a new perspective. It needs to be happening for you, and you may need to take a vacation or something to, I'm not sure how school is, but if you're in the psychology department, then it sounds like you're in a school. And if you're in a school, then you've got the Christmas vacation coming up, right? So keep that in mind. You have some time out here coming. And then you got the sun. So if you can turn, away from listening to the things that are going on, with these other people, then you are going to have sun, you're going to have success, you're going to have victory. And then you got the key card here, I think, for you is the King of Cups. And this is the King of Equanimity. What is equanimity? Equanimity is maintaining your composure in the situations that are the most toxic situations. Okay? Being the same as you would be when you are in a good situation that you are in a negative situation. That is equanimity. And when you have equanimity, there's, I think it's a Buddhist saying, when you have equanimity, that you're able to do that. The world is yours and everything around it. And so that's coming into my mind, just a change in your way of looking at things, okay? And then I got gratitude, so be grateful. You got the Bluebell Fairy here, and gratitude. Okay, so just look around you and be thankful for the things that you have, because gratitude is the best thing that you could ever do to manifest what you want. Okay, and there's, I know a little bit about the law of attraction. I agree with some of it, like a lot of religion, I agree with some of it, but not in everything. But there is a part of it that I think applies here. Being grateful for what you have will manifest itself into good things, and thinking positively will manifest itself into good things. From the Law of Attraction movie, they're talking about this gay man who, was getting harassed at work, and just the situation, not that this is saying that it was at work, having that kind of those kind of problems. And he just sat down and he listened to the Law of Attraction tape, and he stated, I want to change. I want to make a change in my life. And then he said that after he decided what he wanted to do and the way that he wanted to approach things, those people in that department that were right next to him, they either moved, they shut up, or they were transferred to another department. Or they quit the job. So just keep that in mind. I think that is what the message is here. So, thank you for letting me read on that. So, did you have anything to add there, Stopher?
Yeah, I did. Could you put the question back?
Of course. Up? Yeah.
All right, Pepper Jackie. Yeah, so I pulled an interesting card, and I get a lot of different things from it, so I'll explain. But I got the Not For You card. All right, so a couple things. Yeah, so the energy doesn't line up for me with you and the psychology department. I feel like you challenge them. Something about you, I don't know if it's necessarily something you've done or your interactions with them, but I just feel like something about you and kind of where you stand in your energy challenges some of the folks in this department. And I feel like this is not the first time that they've had kind of issues or challenges with relationships with other students or faculty. It feels to me like this is like kind of an ongoing problem. And they might have even been in trouble about it before. I feel like this is not unique to you. So maybe don't take it personally if you can, because it feels like this is kind of an ongoing thing. And it's just like the wrong people in the wrong kind of seats, the wrong places. It's just not a good match. I also get that there's a lot of gameplay. I just feel like there's some challenging that is just really unnecessary. So the message here is just to kind of not take it personal if possible. Get through it. I feel like get through it, get by it, and then limit the amount of stress or energy you allow them to take from you. Okay. And that makes sense. The hurt people hurt people. Cause I do feel like they're not in a good spot. And I don't think you're the only person that they're kind of messing with.
Yeah. I get that.
Attitude. That feels right. That feels right.
Yeah. And it looks like that is being agreed upon all the way around here. So let's see. Yeah, take care of yourself, exactly. And it will turn around, I believe that.
Yeah, just continue to do what you're doing. I think you hit it on the head when you said hurt people. I think that they've got their own issues and they're projecting it onto you and other people. So just know that unfortunately they're a lot of other people are feeling this as well. I really truly feel that. And they might even get into trouble. If this hasn't happened already, I'm almost feeling like there might be like institutional kind of like things passed down to them, or I don't want to go as far as to say like legal, but I feel like people will eventually get in trouble for their behavior.
That's perfect what Ginger said, I believe, too. Goes right along. Just follows up with what Stopher was saying. Cut that cord. Cut the cords. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Stopher, for that, too.
Absolutely.
Let's go to Gina. Gina, are you still here? I'm pretty sure she will be. We'll get your retype question. To my dad, Ron, who is alive as we are strained. Okay. Gina is here. Thank you, Gina.
All right. Can I go first?
Absolutely.
All right, Gina, thank you for the question. Yeah, I didn't need to pull cards and stuff just started coming in. So a couple of things with Dad, with Ron. I think some of his blocks with his energy are there's a feeling of loneliness, and even if he's got people around him, sometimes we can be in a room full of people and still feel lonely. I feel like he feels that it's almost like he's in the fight alone, or he's kind of not able sometimes to accept love and attention and energy from people. So he really just needs to know, and I don't know if this is something you say to him or how he gets to know this or changes his feeling, but he's not in this alone. He's got people that love him and care for him regardless of what's happened in the past. Also, and I don't know if you're in a place to give him forgiveness, because I feel like he almost feels like he needs to be forgiven for something that he did. And I feel like there's a connector with Mom as well. So I don't know if there was something between them that he feels he needs forgiveness for, or he wasn't there when he should have been. So if you find it in your heart, or if you're in a place to do that, I feel like that would go a long way, because he just feels like he's putting up some boundaries to protect himself from some self-inflicted wounds. So that's kind of what you got to chip away at. And unfortunately, I feel like it's going to have to be you that is kind of the pursuer here. But it feels like a slow kind of process. So I would just say approach it tactfully and carefully, and with love.
I love that. And what I got for you, Gina, is I didn't even know how to process this card at first until I'm actually going to take this down so you can see it here. Until Stopher said, about the place of forgiveness. And I think that's what the Six of Pentacles is here. You being generous with giving him the forgiveness that he needs. Forgiveness is a thing that people might not deserve. But we do it because not necessarily it will help the other person. It helps us first to get that negative stuff out. So I think that forgiveness will go a long way. And also, Stopher said that he's conflicted. had self wounds. I definitely got that with the conflict card. Right, so he's looking at this. This is in the present position. He's looking at this as a conflict, but I don't think it's necessarily about you. I think it's something that is self-inflicted. Okay, and because if you approach it with love, then you've got the Three of Cups going on here, where you can get along, and there's that other third party that's coming in there. I'm not sure who that is. If that's your mom, or there was something with your mom, as was stated before. But I believe that this is something that is going to be easy to be turned around, but just go gently. Okay, so let me pull one more for you. I'm going to pull you a color. It's the secret language of color. This is the apricot. So you got the apricot, and it says rejoice and laugh. So instead of the tension, when you're able to rejoice that you're getting back together with your dad, you're going to have laughter. You're going to have all these things that are going to come in that you had before, or may not have had at all before, because you've got great things that are coming to you if you just understand that this is not because of you. This is an inner conflict that's going on. Okay, and he needs your generosity, he needs your love, and needs your forgiveness. So that's what I got for you. Thank you, Gene, for your question. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, real quick, just to stay on that, Gina, and I see that someone had suggested maybe reaching out and having lunch, and I knew right away he wasn't close to you. Do one of you have a connection? I feel like I'm drawn to the southern region of the United States, like Alabama, Louisiana kind of area. So I don't know if one of you has a connection with that or are located there. And then I also see that you're not too sure if you want to give him full access to your phone or your address, and I think that's smart. I don't know if you can understand. Was he ever? How do I say this tactfully? Because I just want to say locked up. Was he ever, in an institution? So I feel like that might be part of it, or there's something there with that. How should I reach out? Yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable with the phone, I that doesn't feel like it's that might be the best way if you're comfortable with it. Yeah, I would say just for yourself, not the address. I wouldn't give them the address.
No, I agree, and it might be the southern part of the UK, because Gina is in the UK.
Okay.
So she's up late. Thank you for being here, Gina. So yeah, 5-hour time difference from here, 8 from Stopher. So thanks for being here, and yeah.
Oh yeah, it's late.
How to reach out? That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they have call block. They have call block here, but you can always try that way and not giving away, your number, if that's something that you guys have over there. I'm not sure. So if there's a way though to get hold of him without giving him your information, for sure, then I would do it, because I think good things are. It just the fact that you want to reach out to him says so much right there, that you have love and you want to have forgiveness for him. So sometimes we have to do that without them being there, without seeing them. I saw somebody writing the comments while he's here, and it makes me think of things, that I wish I had said, before. So when he's here, make sure that you say the things that you want to say to him, because you will be so much more pleased and at peace, later on, if he does pass before you, which our parents unfortunately do, usually. So, yeah, that's what I have for you, Gina. I hope that resonated. So. Yeah,
and if his sister is in South Carolina, I don't know if they're, because I was drawn to that connection for some reason. So I don't know if it could be that I'm kind of getting messages that there might be a kind of a way in through his sister. I'm not sure how they are connected, or if they're close or not, or if she has any kind of like special, if she has his ear. But if that makes sense, then that might be where that message was coming from, because I was definitely drawn to kind of a southern area of the country, the United States.
Well, that would make perfect sense. I see it now too. South Carolina, yeah, it even has the South in there. So, in the words of the states. So, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Thank you, Gina.
Yes, thank you. I hope that works out.
Let's go for Ginger. You're welcome, Gina. She said, thanks, very helpful.
You're welcome.
Hugs back, Gina.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start because I got a lot of stuff coming through already. Pulled a few cards. I do have the Breathe card. And then I've got the Round and Rounds. And then I pulled Co-Create. All right. So a few things that were coming in before I pulled the cards. You're definitely being called to give to people specifically. I do feel like this is a part of your spiritual journey is giving, and I feel like we're with several different resources here. Your time, energy, maybe even like some things that would take financial resources. I do feel like you're going to be asked to the universe is going to ask you to really give. And I feel like where things might feel like you're losing these resources, they will come back. They will come back to you tenfold in a lot of different ways, especially, spiritually and energetically. And I think financially it will kind of even out as well. Also, I'm hearing that there are some things that also need to be shed. So I think there might be some people in your life. Just expect there might be some people in your life that aren't here for that journey, and that's okay. You might have to recognize who those people are and just kindly kind of, make your transition with them if it doesn't line up. So, the message here is just to kind of be prepared for that. You probably have an idea of who those people are already. And that's kind of where the Round and Round card comes in, because it's kind of like they're just kind of, you're spinning your wheels with them and they're not really like kind of adding to the experience. And with that, with the co-create, more people will be brought in that do align with your path. So where I feel like there's loss happening, there's going to be gain. So that's kind of what I'm getting with your spiritual path, is that there's going to be a real give and take, kind of yin and yang, with losing things in your life that don't line up, and then transitioning to the replacement of those things, so to speak. So I almost feel like it might feel funky for a while.
Yeah, and I'm getting the same thing over here. I got the Page of Pentacles. This is learning. So I feel like there's some learning that needs to be done with the situation that you're in right now, Ginger. And just realizing that maybe you're not at the right place where you should be to be getting all the blessings that you need to be, and that is what your life purpose is. Ginger has a fantastic channel, and I wish, like me and like Stopher, we could just focus on that all the time, but you have to have another source of income when you're our age. And I understand you have to have the full-time job, but sometimes things come to a halt where you can't go back to that situation, or you have to find another situation that is better, that meets your life purpose and your goals better than what you have right now. And that's what I'm getting there. And then you have the Page of Swords. So that another page coming in, another learning. But this is, I always think of the Page of Swords as somebody athletic, like an athlete. So, and I'm not saying that you should go try out for the basketball team. What I'm saying is, I think that there is possibly some other things that you can do for fun, like your channel, that give you give you your life purpose, give you your passion, and get your passion back. So I think you can do that through your channel. I think if for some reason I've got bingo in my head, like you could go and play bingo at a bingo hall. I know I loved it. That was one thing I loved to do with my mom before she passed. Is one of the last things that she was able to do was to play bingo, and that could be something that you could do. Go and get back to the community and go to a nursing home and sit with them and help them do bingo. And that's just one thing that is coming in too. And the present situation, there may be some secrets. You got the moon, maybe some stuff going around that's a little shady. Just make sure that you're keeping yourself in the highest light as possible. So there might be a little shadow work to be done. That there's a little bit of a shady situation, just like was said before. So that's what I got. I hope that you move on, and you have all of us to talk to if you need anything. So thank you for your question. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, and I just subscribed to your channel, Ginger.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, she's got a fairly new channel as well, just last couple of months. I believe it was August when she started her channel. So
nice. And I love the psychic bingo. My mind is immediately like, what is it like? You get a bunch of psychics together. We all like arrange our own card numbers based on what we think is going to be called.
That's awesome. Yeah. And Susie said also a book. I think you could write a tarot book. Yeah. Ginger can do that. Absolutely. Psychic bingo. That's cool. All right. So last question here is from Heather, the Silver Star Priestess. Message from my father as honors the anniversary of his passing. Is it okay if I go ahead?
Yeah, please do.
All right. So, Heather, the first card I got for you is the Two of Swords. So I think there may be some conflict with you about maybe not necessarily how he went, but that there were some things left unsaid. And I believe that he wants to let you know that he's heard those and he's forgiven those. He knows what you're saying, and he's standing right there beside you. In fact, I'll just go ahead and show you this card since I just said it. I am standing right next to you. Okay, so he's standing right next to you right now. This is from the Talking to Heaven. It is a direct messages from the other side for you. Okay, so I also said I send you loving signs through nature, and you've got a dandelion and you've got a butterfly. So look for those things. As he's sending you messages through nature, through animals I'm hearing. Again, butterflies, dandelions, flowers. What was your favorite flower? What was his? When you see those things, that's him saying hi to you. Letting you know that it's okay. It's not your fault. You had nothing to do with anything of maybe a path that he went down. But instead, he wants you to know that he's standing right next to you. He loves you, and he's sending you all kinds of messages. Don't be conflicted about it any longer. And if you know about the Two of Swords, it doesn't just mean conflict. It also means peace once you make that decision to step away from that conflict. So step away from the conflict that may be in your mind over what's going on, on the other side, if there's still regrets or that there's not. Have peace with that. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Heather.
So what I'm getting with Dad, would you understand a D name connection? I feel like I'm going to like a Dawn. And also, he gives me immediately. He comes forward with a 4-leaf clover. So I don't know if this is a connection to a date in it'd be March, or if there was an Irish connection, or if he had a specific. But he's giving me the clover that he says you would understand. Also, would you understand there being an accident that happened? Because I feel like there was something quick that happened. And also, he's given me a twin. So I don't know if there are twins connected with him or someone in your family. Um, he wants to say, as he comes forward, he approves of what you're doing. So I feel like there might be like kind of a life event or something, a step that you've taken that he wants you to know. Yes, I'm here. Yes, I see it. Yes, I approve. So he's given. I hear applause. So he's with you and cheering you on and what you're doing and what's happened. And then also, if there was a sibling issue if you had an issue with one of your siblings after his passing, I feel like he's saying let it go, or it's let go. If you can understand that.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Heather, for your question there. I hope that helped. And I just have one more question for you, Stopher. How long after someone passes are they able to communicate through channeling? Great question.
I don't know about the channeling because I'm not sure if that's what I do. I'm sure on some level, probably. I would say immediately. I've read for people when their loved one has passed, like days before. And I actually had somebody not too long ago reach out to me. Their partner of a long time had passed literally like that day, and they reached out to me and wanted to set up the reading. And they asked me that in like an Instagram message. Will I be able to connect with him? And immediately, I had that person coming in spirit saying, yes, I'll be there. So they had literally passed within probably 24 to 36 hours. And they connected with me, and then we had the reading a few days later. So from my experience, it's immediately. Now, will every spirit be there? I mean, I think it probably depends on the situation, the relationship, how the grieving person is dealing with things, what needs to be said. I'm sure all that comes into play, but the short answer is, yeah, some will connect immediately, in my experience.
Yeah, and I agree with that 100%. If you don't mind me sharing just one thing real quick here before we wrap it up, Ginger played a huge part in my transformation when my mom passed. So she actually was trying to get hold of me, and I was trying to get hold of her. And my mom was on her, she was on her deathbed. She was on her passing, on her way. And Ginger, if you remember, you gave me insight because Ginger believes that she is here to help people pass over. So, and she definitely did, because she gave me a lot of things to say to my mom. She told me to get her, a crystal and unconditional love pink, crystal to go and put in her hand, and she did that, and I was able to communicate with her. Why I bring this up is you said how long after passing. I believe she was already passing. I believe she was half in and half out, because she understood everything that I was saying by giving that assertive yes to me. She was in a coma, and I asked her, I said, Mom, can you please be my guardian angel, because I can't do this without you. And she raised her hand like this, and all this hurt. It did hurt my arm. I thought she might have dislocated my shoulder. A lady with Alzheimer's, in about 90 pounds, did that to me after I asked that. And that just makes me think, even while they're passing, and immediately after, Ginger, I did feel it. So I think it's exactly what Stopher said, and it's exactly immediately. I agree, if not before. Because sometimes when they're, unconscious, they're going in and out, right? And I believe that can happen. And it's because of you that I was able to, do that, Ginger, to have that moment with her and to, contact with her telepathically. And that's where my psychic gift has come from since she passed. So I can't thank you enough, but, you're a precious person to me. And I hope that answers your question, but I just wanted to, remind you of what you did for me and how that answers that question, I think, in a way. So, love you. All right. So, Stopher, do you have anything coming out that you would like to let us know about?
Yeah, I do. Real quick, I just want to say there's so many great comments here. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Wendy says you two should collaborate more often. Viviani says, agreed. Great readings. Just thank you everybody for the support and kind eyes. Thank you. I appreciate that, Susie. Yeah, so I just want to thank everybody for being here and all the wonderful comments and questions tonight. Yeah, so same stuff for me. Nothing too crazy. I have a few projects in the works. I am kind of cultivating slowly an Oracle deck. So I'm always welcoming in fresh ideas or anybody that I have a friend that is helping me artistically, but I'm always welcome to collaborate. So anybody that wants to be a part of that, I welcome that. Reach out to me. Of course, yeah, you can visit my website, stophercavins.com. Anybody that's wants to work on their mediumship and develop, I host a practice circle every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And that is it's free. Anybody can show up, all levels. And that link is on my website under the education tab. That's it. That's
all I got. Awesome. All right. Thank you. And thank you so much for being here. Like, you've brought
Thanks for having
so
me.
much. Yeah, you brought so much insight into the readings. If you don't mind hanging out for just a minute after we go here.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then love you all. Thank you for everybody being here. Appreciate you. And everybody have a wonderful night, wonderful week coming up. And namaste. And we will see you soon.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Bye-bye.